Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making a ghost. So I plan to make a small ghost and a big ghost. This pattern is available on my Ribbrl for free if y'all would like to go look at it and follow along. But for those who have an issue following the patterns, I wanted to make a tutorial for this, and I think it would be perfect for Halloween. So let's get right into it. The first thing you'll need is your ghost color. I'm using white, and this is Big Twist white. And then I'm also going to use some thread for the mouth and eyebrows if I decide to add some. And then we need some scissors, need a 4mm hook, also need a needle, and we need a stitch marker, some stuffing. And then for eyes, I like to use 8mm for the small ghost, and then 9mm for the big ghost. So let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to do is take our white yarn and make a magic circle, and we're going to put 4 single crochets into this magic circle. Tighten that circle up, and then we're going to increase for the second round in each stitch, which will make 8 stitches around. So at the end of the second round, I'm going to place my stitch marker to mark the end of the round, and we're going to start the third round. So for the third round, we're going to do a single crochet in the first stitch, and then we're going to do an increase in the next one. And we will repeat that all the way around for a total of 12 stitches. Now for the fourth round, we will do 2 single crochets and then an increase, and repeat that all around. Now for the fifth round, we'll do 3 single crochets and then an increase. Now for round 6 through 10, we're just going to do 20 single crochets. So after round 10, we're going to move on to round 11, and round 11 is single crocheting in the front loop only. Okay, so the next round, round 12, we are going to be creating the little bumps. So we're going to do 4 half double crochet in the next stitch. So a half double crochet is yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through. You should have 3 loops on your hook. So yarn over and pull through all of those, and that is 1 half double crochet. So create 3 more for a total of 4. And then we will slip stitch in the next one, and a slip stitch is just inserting your hook, yarn over, and pull through everything. And that is 1 bump. So we're going to recreate that all the way around. I'm sorry if you hear any background noise, but yeah, just do that all the way around. So, and here we're at the very last stitch, so that should be your slip stitch, and then we will chain, and before you cut off, make sure you have 10 bumps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we do. So we're gonna cut that off. And then you'll just weave this back and forth through here to hide this tail end. And now we are going to do the face. For the small ghost, we are going to use a 8mm. You can place these kind of to your liking, but I place mine between the rounds 6 and 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then have about 3 stitches in between. And there are the eyeballs. With the face, you can make a happy face, sad face, mad face. You can add eyebrows or not add eyebrows. It's all up to you. For this one, I'm going to start out with a smile. And there's your smile. Now, like I said, you can add eyebrows. For this one, I think I might try to. And I'm just going to tuck those in there, grab my stuffing, and tuck it in there. Now we will have to add more stuffing, possibly, but that's what I'm going to put in there for now. So now we're going to make the bottom piece to cover this up. For the bottom piece, we're going to make a magic circle and single crochet 5 into this circle. And then tighten that up, and for the second round we are going to increase in each stitch. So for the third round we're going to single crochet in each stitch. Then for our fourth and final round we're going to increase in each stitch. And now cut a long enough tail to sew this onto the bottom of the ghost. So to sew this, we are going to take the ghost. I got cut off because I had not enough storage apparently. But take this bottom piece, lay it right here, and then the back loops from round 11 we are going to sew in those loops. So, well, let me get this in the camera. I'll try to show y'all. Here at the end, I am now just hiding my tail, going back and forth. Now I'm just going to cut these off. So I should have mentioned, when you're stuffing, make sure you don't put too much in here. That way this piece doesn't come all the way out. It points just a little bit, but I'm actually thinking about redoing this pattern and fine-tuning it, since I've been crocheting more now and know a little bit more about crochet. But this is the original pattern, so that's what I'm using for now. But now we're going to make the arms, and we'll be done with this little ghost. So for the arms, we are going to make a magic circle again, and we're going to put 5 single crochets into the circle. And now we're going to do 3 rounds of single crochets, so you should have 4 rounds in total. After you're done with that, we're going to fasten this off, and I don't stuff these arms since they are so small. So after you fasten it off, make sure that you leave enough to sew on. But yeah, fasten it off, and you'll make 2 arms, and you will sew them on the sides like that. Okay, so I went ahead and put one arm on. So I'm going to show you how to put on the other arm. And I'm going to try and line this up with the other arm. Lay it on its side there. That looks pretty even to me. So I'm going to now insert my hook. And I like to pin the very beginning and end down. And then I work in the middle, if that makes sense. So here I am going to tack the middle down. I'm not sure if that makes sense at all, but. And then voila, there is the small ghost. So now we're going to make the big ghost. So for the big ghost, you need the same materials. The only thing that is different is how many single crochets we start off with in our magic circle. So for the head and body, we're going to do 5 single crochets into the magic circle. And then for the second round, we're going to increase into each stitch. So you should have a total of 10 stitches. And for the third round, we're going to do a single crochet and then increase. And repeat that 5 times for a total of 15 stitches. And for our fourth round, we're going to do 2 single crochets and then an increase. Repeat that 5 times for a total of 20 stitches. And then for the fifth round, we're going to do 3 single crochets and then an increase. Repeat 5 times for a total of 25 stitches. And then for the sixth round, we're going to do 4 single crochets and an increase. And repeat that 5 times for a total of 30 stitches. And then for rounds 7 through 15, we're just going to single crochet. So there'll be 30 single crochets in each round. I'm not going to record this portion since my phone storage is keep giving me issues. keeps giving me issues, so I'm not going to record this part, but I will meet y'all back at the end of round 15. Okay, so I now have 16 rounds. So, or I'm sorry, 15 rounds. So the next round, which will be round 16, we are going to single crochet in the front loop only. Okay, so I messed up. I'm gonna try and edit something that way y'all don't mess up. But on round 16, after you're done with the last single crochet in the front loop only, don't cut it off like I did. So I'm gonna act like I did not do that. I went ahead and hid the tail and everything, and then realized my mistake. But we're gonna continue on. So this is now round 17, and for round 17, we're supposed to slip stitch in the next one. So slip stitch in the next one, and then 4 half double crochet in the next. And then we're going to skip this one and slip stitch in the next one. So this part is a little bit different than our small ghost with the little bumps. But it will still turn out the correct way and look the right way. When I made this, if I remember correctly, I did not like the tiny bumps on this one, so I wanted to expand them just a little bit. But yeah, so we're going to do 4 half double crochet in the next, skip the next, and slip stitch in the next one. And you're going to repeat that. So it's 4 half double crochet, skip, slip stitch, 4 half double crochet, skip, slip stitch, 4 half double crochet, skip, slip stitch, all the way around for a total of 10 bumps. Okay, so I keep forgetting to hit the record button apparently, but when you're at the very end, the very last 4 half double crochets in one stitch, you're supposed to skip a stitch and then slip stitch, but there's not 2 more stitches, and hopefully this makes sense as I'm explaining it. But you will just slip stitch into the first slip stitch of the round, and I hope that makes sense. But after that, you will fasten this off and hide this tail in. Okay, so after that is done, we are now ready to move on to the eyeballs and the mouth. So for the eyes, I'm using 9mm, and they are going to go in between the rounds 8 and 9. And now we're going to add the mouth detail. Now I'm going to tie this on the inside so nothing slides out. And like I said, you can make different facial expressions, so just mess around with everything and see what you like. And there is that. So now we're going to make the bottom closing piece. So I am honestly going to put up on the screen what to do for this, because y'all have already seen it basically with the small one. So yeah, here is this part. So after we have the bottom sewn on, we're now going to make the arms. And for the arms, I'm just going to put up on the screen what we do. And then after you're done with the arms, we're just going to sew them just like the small ghost. So here is that portion. Alrighty, so here are the ghosts. They are finished. We've got the small one and the big one. Y'all let me know down below which one you like best. I also would like to mention that I am working on finalizing my witch pattern that I made last year. I'd like to get it posted for this year before September's over so y'all can make it. I also have Frankenstein, and I'll also put him up on the screen, and y'all let me know if you would like for me to top that pattern up for y'all. And I want to tell y'all that I started college back, so I may miss a week on posting. I'm very sorry, but sadly college comes before crochet. So that's all I'm going to say. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I hope you have or had a good day.